Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to the Dragon's Lair. This is the Dragon Master. I would have done this yesterday, but I was busy trying to straighten up some of the Dragon's Lair, and somehow it got even messier. So there's a lot of bags and a lot of stuff I still have to go through, and maybe, hopefully, within a month or so, it'll look a lot more organized and everything. Okay. But today's subscription box will be episode 58, and it's December's Retro Pop Box. Retro Pop Box, of course, is a monthly subscription box. You can do it for the 70s, 80s, or 90s. I get the 80s for anybody that's new watching my channel. I'll put a link down below of their website, and they're $19.99 a month. So, let's see. And then at some point, probably, hopefully, by Christmas Eve, I'll have my website updated with all the photos. Because I'm expecting a couple more subscription boxes this week, because they all said they were all going to be here before Christmas. And since there's no mail on Christmas or the Monday following Christmas, so I like Retro Pop Box. I do a 6-month subscription to them because I like them. They usually have some cool stuff in there, and it brings back memories of what I used to play with, or what I used to own, or what my sister used to own when we were kids. So let's get into it. Lately, their boxes have been this little tiny thing. I like it when they come with the bigger boxes, because then you get cooler, bigger stuff. So, and yeah, it's all wrinkled. But they usually come sealed, so you don't know what's inside. And for people that are new to watching my subscriptions, the reason they're already open is because I open them and check the contents and make sure nothing's broken, if there's breakable stuff in there, or if there's nothing missing. And then I do the video. Unless I get it right at the moment I was going to be doing a video, or I had time to do a video. So first we have the T-shirt. Every box comes with a T-shirt, and they're usually an exclusive retro T-shirt of the 80s. And this one is, "Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho," a slogan from Die Hard. It's from the first Die Hard, when the bad guys open the elevator door and see one of their guys hanging, all bloodied and dead. That's written on him, saying, "Oh, now I have a machine gun." So, and it's in the ugly sweater format, which is cool. I'm actually digging the ugly sweater format T-shirts, especially last month's Horror Block, the Cthulhu one. Awesome. And I haven't heard, and for people that have watched my Horror Block for November's, I have not heard back from them yet. They sent me an email once, and I haven't heard back from that email, stating that they wanted to reimburse me, but they weren't going to ship me a replacement of the broken stuff or the ruined stuff. So I emailed them back, telling them that I would prefer to have the box. There are ways to ship the snow globe. So, and this month's his fun fact. Every box, the 70s, 80s, 90s boxes all have fun facts. So you know. And this fun fact is kind of cool. I didn't know that Jack Nicholson was up for the role to play the father in the Christmas Story. And I'm kind of glad that it was Darren McGavin. And it's one of these cool things. I used to have a whole bunch of these when I was a kid. I had a whole bunch of Star Wars ones, Transformers toys, ones like this. But you spin it, and there's the ugly leg lamp. And then when you stop pressing the button, it just closes back up in the fragile box. So that's cool. It even says A Christmas Story on it. But I like the fun facts. Because it also mentions in there that if Jack Nicholson would have won the part, it probably would have turned out to be a completely different movie. And and it tells you that you can actually go, if you're in Cleveland, you can actually go to the house and visit it and stuff and buy cool trinkets at the gift shop. Which I didn't know, which is cool. Next we have a glass. It's a plastic glass, and it's got a mouse with antlers on it. I know it's from Scrooged, but let me get the identification card. Scrooge 6-ounce rocks cup. So, I'll have to go back and watch the movie again because I don't remember him having these glasses or something. It just might be just because of it might just be a glass just for the logo for the mouse that he wanted to staple antlers on. That is one of my cool modern Christmas movies. My favorite all-time Christmas movie is, of course, It's a Wonderful Life. And then I have The Hogfather for my geeky side. And Scrooged. And, of course, A Christmas Carol starring Patrick Stewart as Ebenezer Scrooge. That has got to be the best version of A Christmas Carol I've ever seen. Oh, the cup is an exclusive, too. And next we have 80's Toys wrapping paper. It's wrapping paper with a bunch of different 80's toys on it. And I'm disappointed that there's no G.I. Joe on it. You can't have the 80's without G.I. Joe. You got Glowworm, the Popples, Alf, the Turtles, Snoopy's ice cream maker, or snow cone maker, Speak and Say, Ugly Balls, Cabbage Patch Kids, My Pet Monster, the Transformers, of course. And My Little Pony. And Light Bright. God, I actually still have my Light Bright. It's in storage. I don't know if it still works or anything, but that's cool. 80's wrapping paper. I'm surprised these subscription boxes don't send more wrapping paper during the holiday season. And then you got holiday candy. A couple of candy canes and white chocolate kisses. I think they're white. Yep, they're the peppermint flavored candy kisses. So, and I usually don't keep the candy in any of the boxes. Usually when I get candy, I eat it or give it away right away. Because I prefer not to have candy stored in boxes in my office. So that's this month's Retro Pop Box. I'll give it a 5, even though the wrapping paper didn't have G.I. Joe on it. But because there might be a copyright thing wrong with it, but it did have Transformers on it, so I don't know why Hasbro would give the copyright capability of one and not the other. But yeah, I give it a 5. I like it. It's got all cool stuff in there. I really like the T-shirt. But hey, go check them out. If you were born in the 70s or in the 60s and grew up in the 70s, born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s, and so on, you can check them out. You can always order just one box of each decade to see what each decade is like. So then you can order that decade. You don't have to order the decade you grew up in. I do because it brings back memories of my childhood besides playing with G.I. Joes. So, other than that, if you don't check me out during this week, have a good holiday. Hope everybody has a happy and safe weekend next weekend, since it's Christmas and Hanukkah starts that Saturday. And so, everybody have a good week. Enjoy. Come back. Watch my channel. And subscribe. And subscribe to my channel and to the boxes. And tell your friends. Thank you. And have a good week.